Hey there, this is James Wilson with BJJ Strength Training Systems, BJJStrengthTraining.com, and my shoes. And today I'm going to share a cool exercise that's really going to help improve your bridging and has a funny little side effect of also helping make your arm bars tighter as well. So, and it's just using your shoes. So it's a pretty easy exercise you can do anywhere. Good warm-up exercise before you roll, strength training, stuff like that. So anyways, I'll talk about that more here in just a second. Getting to the exercise. This is a variation on a glute bridge. And we're going to take our shoes, and what we're going to do is we're going to put them between our knees and squeeze them to kind of get the core activated a little bit more before we do the bridge itself. And that's going to make sure that we're using our hips and not relying on our core. So let me show you what I'm talking about. The bridge is an extremely important movement for us on the mat. It drives a lot of different stuff. But there's a difference between bridging from the hips and bridging from the lower back. And you can see how much my hips kind of sag behind versus really driving the movement from the hips themselves. So if you don't have good core strength, a good understanding of how to drive a bridge from the hips, you're going to end up just pushing the belly button up and end up doing something like that. And so huge difference in the strength of those movements and also the wear and tear that it's going to put on your joints. So this exercise is going to help you get your hips into your bridging much more effectively. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your shoes and you're going to put them between your knees just like this. Now my feet aren't touching, they're pretty close, they're inside hip width apart. I got them about one hand length away from my butt. You know, I don't want them in real close, I don't want them out real far. This is a good position right here. I'm gonna lay on my back like this, shoulders down away from my ears. Now here's the exercise. I'm gonna squeeze my shoes between my knees, and I'm gonna squeeze my butt cheeks as I drive my feet into the ground. As I get to this top point, I'm gonna keep squeezing my butt cheeks, 2, 3, and I'm gonna keep squeezing those shoes on the way back down. So squeeze the shoes, and I keep squeezing the shoes the whole time. I never stop squeezing them. Squeezing the butt cheeks, I'm still squeezing the shoes. I get to the top, I'm still squeezing the shoes, I'm squeezing those butt cheeks for a count of 3, and then I keep squeezing the shoes as I come back down and relax, and then squeeze, driving up, squeezing the butt cheeks, and then I keep squeezing as I come back down. So keep squeezing the shoes between the knees. That's the main thing right there. You'll probably find that you're not able to come up as high as you can when you're doing just a regular bridge. And that's fine. What we're doing is really isolating the hips. Again, when you squeeze the knees together, you're reflexively activating the core. That means that you can't use it, you can't use the lower back to help you bridge. You have to use the hips. By focusing on squeezing the glutes, keeping those knees squeezed, really gets the hips into it, gets the core doing what it's supposed to do. And again, it'll make a huge difference in how effectively you're able to bridge on when you're rolling. It's also going to help your exercises like your swings and your deadlifts, anything that requires that hip hinging movement, because it'll give you a good feeling for that. And again, that idea of keeping everything tight and squeezing, you kind of get this sensation of the thighs kind of screwing up into the hips, and you feel your thighs pinching together. And that right there is what I was talking about earlier about the funny little side effect for your arm bars, because when you bring your knees together, you want to, get that same thing. You want to squeeze the butt cheeks. So it's not just pull the knees together, get the knees close and then squeeze those butt cheeks, and that's going to get that real tight in that area, as opposed to just pushing the knees together. You can see it still stays, it's together there, but it's not nearly as strong as when you're squeezing the thighs together by pinching the butt cheeks. So again, great exercise. I recommend doing them in sets of 5. It's not a good high rep exercise because you want to be focusing on generating a lot of quality tension with it. So doing 2, 3, 4 sets of 5 is going to be more effective than a couple sets of 10. And then, but yeah, using this to warm up before you roll, before you train is a great exercise. May just be a good exercise for you to start with in general to get a feel for that. So anyways, good one to add to your arsenal. Once again, this has been James Wilson with BJJ Strength Training Systems. You can check me out on the web at BJJStrengthTraining.com. Be sure to sign up for the free 30-day bodyweight workout program I got for you there while you're visiting there. And if you got any questions or comments, leave them there on this post and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Hopefully you enjoyed this training tip, and I'll talk to you next time.